All right. Hold on. Let me. Welcome. See, it's usually it's Derpy who's the first. Whoa, hello. Oh, look at this. This little arm is showing, I think. Oh, ooh. Okay, never mind. All right. Is this loud? Is this loud? This sounds loud to me. Let me turn this down a little bit. I don't, dude. I'm not ready to be completely honest. I just like started streaming. I don't even have my glove on me. I don't have my external drive. Or is it? Where is it? There it is. Can you hear me? Can you hear me fine? Yes, sir. Hello. Hello. Have you seen that video of that one cat who goes like, "Oh wow," and goes, "Oh, hello there." How you guys doing? Gaming. C'est quoi 9 plus 10? C'est quoi 9 plus 10? Here it is. One. Alright, hopefully this is not louder than me. I feel like it is, so let's turn it down a little bit here. Well, okay, OBS can be lying, so let me turn it down from here. I just went and made a list of all things I need, and it came to over $80. I'm going broke. What do you what are the things that you're trying to buy? Honestly, sometimes I'd be like making a list. You can barely hear the music or hear me. It's better to be able to hear me and not be able to hear the music than to hear the music very loud and not. And I'll just like be just like moving my mouth without actually hearing me. I'm gonna be real. I feel very sleepy. Well, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I went to the library today and I was there for a bit. Um, yeah, maybe just because it's late in here, and I'm feeling sleepy. The music was much quieter than you this time. I never know how this fucking thing behaves. Okay. Look. I'm gonna move the music or the browser tab from this screen to the screen, and let me know if it has like any effect because that's what happened. That's what I think I did yesterday, and that's when the music suddenly got loud. So let me wait for it to start. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let me move it here. Just sing instead taking talking. Boom, problem solved. Honestly, what do you guys want me to sing? No, never mind. Actually, that's a bad idea. I'm not going to do that because I'd be streaming for like 2 hours these days. A sketchpad, pencils, which I can get later because it's not something I'm completely out of yet. Portfolio binder. Didn't do anything to the sound. Good. So let me then raise it up a little bit. My art is getting beat the crap up, and some more 9x12 drawing paper. You guys wanna see the stuff that I did? I don't even know when I've done this, but I know that it's very old because it's some drawings that I've did like very like back in the day. These are very old. I know these are very old because I found them. And I literally found like a layer of well, what's it called? Dust on them, right? And the paper was getting all sorts of like smudges around. I don't even understand. It's not very clean. But hold on. Still no music? God damn. Here, this is like max volume on YouTube. Also, let me show Photoshop. It's not even expensive. I got the cheapest crap possible. Adding up to 80 is something. So this is, man, look at the, I didn't even like dust it off, but it's got some rust from the metal that was holding it. Man, these are, honestly, I'm gonna be real. These are, you can't hear a thing. I just give up. Fucking, god damn. Alright, how about now? Alright, you have to be able to hear something now. Right? The portfolio is 45. Gosh, darn. Do you absolutely need the portfolio? Because that's just like more than half of the cost. And maybe you can get something just like for that price, some other thing that will actually help you draw. That's how I turn it down. I thought it was a bit too loud. Okay, let's turn it back up a little bit. All right, we're gonna spend like the rest of the stream just like troubleshooting sound stuff. But yeah, these are some of the papers I drew, mostly on 4 A4 papers. And okay, it looks, wow, this looks bad. This is just rust, guys. So this is a first one. This is what's she called? Ayanami Rei or something like that. This is like the from the show Evangelion, which is Rufus is obsessed with. So it's pretty cool. You can see it. Like, I'm very shy with my with my contrast here. Like, I'm very scared that I mess it up. But it's still, I feel like the proportions are there. I guess not bad. This is the dude from Tokyo Ghoul, which is pretty cool as well. I showed this one. I took this one to class one time. And one guy was like, "Oh no, you what did he say? You traced this?" Hey, shut your bitch ass up. I was like, and honestly, it didn't even, to me, it didn't even look that great. I mean, look at the finger here. Looks like a freaking sausage. Look at this. Oh no, I know when I drew this. Actually, I drew this in high school. I think it's like maybe the second or the third year of high school. I think it's the second, perhaps. Or maybe third. Because I remember taking this to school. Midnight mode? Yeah, it's, the camera is just like me sometimes. It just does that. This is Meriodasu from the 7 Deadly Sins. Very nice. Yeah, this hand is very, it's like unrecognizable. I feel like you don't really know what's going on here, but the face is pretty nice. Where is it? There it is. Right. And this is Mobu, the best boy in the world. This is from Mob Psycho. goated anime. Definitely watch it. This is Gintama from. This is Gin, actually. His name is Gin, and he's from Gintama. And fun fact, in Japanese, Kintama literally means balls. Or no, it literally means golden spheres, which, you know, in Japan it's like ball. It refers to balls basically. And the anime is called Gintama. It's not Kintama. So yeah, there you go. Fun fact for you. I'm Black. Hello, where am I? Hey, welcome. This is Berserk, the guy from Berserk. What's he called? I forgot. Guts. Yeah, his name is Guts. This is not very. I mean, it's decent, but it doesn't look like Guts. This is one. Oh, this is not very clear. You can see that, like. This is the guy from My Hero Academia. I don't even know if you guys can see it. It's not very visible. Yeah. Anyways. Wait, hold on. He won't listen. I'm busy showing this stuff. You watched the Seven Deadly Sins? That's good. I watched the first season. I think maybe perhaps the second season, but then towards the you know, the newer seasons, like, it was starting to get bad. Animation wise, I think I've seen a lot of memes about it. I didn't really see the later seasons. Larger camera settings for this? Yeah, well, I mean, this is what this is what I have to work with. Like, season 1 intro song for Seven Deadly Sins was nice. I believe so. Yeah, I remember vibing to it. I forgot about it, but yeah. I'm Black. Hello. He won't listen to us. Gonna ignore the moment. Wait, maybe I would do this, but like still. Oh, you guys would be able to see this, right? Oh, this is better. This is from Mirai Nikki Mirai, or Mirai Nikki, which is, look how dirty this got. Which is basically about this girl who's obsessed with the guy, and then towards the end of the movie, the show, they literally became gods, and they showed them growing a plant. Insane show. This is also from Gintama. This is the freaking creature from Gintama, and this is their dog. This is, yes, this is up to scale. Way better? Okay, good. This is Full Metal Alchemist. Very cool. I like this one a lot. But you can see I was very obsessed. I was very careful and obsessed with just getting it right, you know? And it does look cool. It's not bad, but it's not adventurous. I don't know if that makes sense, right? Or maybe I'm just like being way too critical with my stuff. This is a card in Yu-Gi-Oh. It's called man, I forgot what it is, but I don't even know if you understand what it is. It's kind of abstract. Maybe you guys can tell me what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but maybe if you recognize it. This is Tokka from Tokyo Ghoul. Like, very line art, very simple stuff. Ooh, this one is from Death Parade. Is it called Death Parade or Death Paradise or something like this? This is the bartender from the show. Very cool character. Very cool show too. It's got like some interesting games in the show. Fullmetal Alchemist. I tried rewatching Fullmetal Alchemist more recently though. I was bored. Which version did you watch? The older version or the new one? Because the new one, music. Okay, these are just like blank paper. The new one is much better. It's got like amazing music too. The bartender, the ender of Bart. Where is the bartender? Person called Bart. Oh no. Look at, dude, what is going on? I look insane. Also, it's so interesting actually being it's so interesting actually being able to identify your face. Older version, not Brotherhood. Okay, the older version is meh. It's kind of meh. Brotherhood is peak. What do you mean, identify my face? Okay, let me get these back now. And let's get back to the misery, which is boxes. Have you guys ever seen me in such large format? You usually just like watch me like in the corner of the screen. Now you can draw him totally. Oh, you're talking about drawing. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, take a good look. Take a good look. Look at me. Take a good look. Was that good? That could be maybe an exercise for for shortening, you know. Okay. Emily, welcome. Oh, what did you join up on? That's awesome. Nothing. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Emily. Okay, let me make myself smaller. Now you're going to see me in like this. Now this is what you're going to this is what you're going to see, and I'm going to be in the middle of the screen. Oh my god. This is how streaming is done, guys. This is how streaming is done. You'll draw it? Bras and ant. Yes, sir. That's me. Hello. Come on, Photoshop, you freaker. Here's a stamp. From the post office. Can you actually wait? It would be nice if you just like send me a screenshot of what you watch on the stream. Or maybe no. What am I saying? Maybe I can just like look at it myself. Wow, literally 4 pixels, bro. Hold on. This is amazing. Yes. Yes. This is... yeah. Okay. Okay. Stop messing around. Okay, Photoshop, please help me out here. Gosh, damn. Alright, it is already close to midnight, and I haven't done a single thing. So, high quality streaming. Yes, sir. Screenshot acquired. I have my reference. Nice. Which reference are you taking? The foreshortening one or the stamp one? Both are good. Both are amazing. Nothing but the best streams. I mean, come on. I do my best here. You know, I'm not even like, I'm not even trying. Like, this isn't even like, you know, nothing less than 4K resolution. This is just my brand at this point. Just low quality ass, absolute ass. You shall be in my sketchbook next to Gondolf. I am very honored. I would potentially be up there, like down there for cut into 0.004K. That's like what, 400 pixels? 40 pixels? But yeah, I could be potentially there like forever. For as long as that sketchbook exists, at least. Which is good. I get to be immortalized. That's awesome. Please, Photoshop. Please. You shall not pass. Your resolution shall be ass. God bless. All right. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Okay. My ADHD brain won't be able to focus on your boxes for some amount of hours, so time for multitasking. Dude, you can multitask? I cannot do that. I cannot do that just to save my life. Multitasking, I have tried it, and I can do it technically, but my results wouldn't be as good. Whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm trying to multitask, wouldn't be as good as me doing the tasks like sequentially. Probably will do the same. All right, good then. I will just like be boxing it up on my own. Also, by the way, we got to 300 subscribers, which is fun. I'm very excited, which is like, you know, more of an incentive to me to just like do this YouTube thing more, which I'm very excited about. I'm very excited about. Okay. So draw a box. Dun, 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 dun. Thank God, totally am not ADHD, but I don't got that focus, Lamo. I'm so happy I'm not the only one. Dun, 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 dun. Like I don't expect you guys, by the way, to just like be into this process, because I know it's going to be very boring. It can be very boring for me sometimes. Like I'm not saying like I'm not sitting down here and be like, yes sir, we're going to be drawing 250 boxes, let's go. I don't think whoever makes that reaction to boxes is, I don't know, is a psychopath, maybe, perhaps. Maybe they need to get, you know, checked, right? So absolutely, like, do your things, right? And I'ma do mine. I draw to enjoy art, not draw boxes robotically. Watching him drawing boxes. I mean, who knows? Maybe you would find that one person. Maybe that person exists. Okay, we read this part. They would at least draw along. Yeah. I mean, drawing along can be fun, right? If a person, maybe a person is just like, their goal is just like aligning perfectly with where I'm at right now, and they're also in the journey of drawing boxes, you know, so they can potentially draw along. We could totally soundboard it up in VC. No, keep them all entertained, distract the hell out of Chad. Yeah, maybe let's not do that. Okay, not done yet. The first 50. We're gonna do the first 50. So what I'm going to do is God damn, this is just like a wall of text, just like text in a red box. Scary. The soundboard is spam. No, I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting PTSD. Okay, so I think we're gonna stay on this one page for some time. imagination.
When I'm blue and that's blue, we
Okay. First 50. Derpy's favorite activity? Come on now. Come on now. Stop framing the guy. Get framed. Get framed, Derpy. Okay, so that just got cat. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? What do I do? I swear I didn't do anything. Oh, does it? Does it pulsate? That's cool. Oh, it does. I can hear it. It goes from like left to right. But I swear to God, I didn't even touch it. Also, why is it? No. When I screen share the browser? Well, I am screen sharing the browser, but I'm like, I haven't pulled out on a single tab, another tab that's like outside of like, I have the tabs where the music is, and then I have the tab of the article. Just ups the intensity. Maybe it's like what's it called? Boss music. When you get, as you get closer to the boss fight, like things are you get that you get like, this is a save point. You know when that's when you know there's going to be a boss. All right, so we have this. Let's get started. Okay. So the exercise. Frick this music. Let's try this. This is the old music. Can you hear it? What if you minimize the window right now, like that button? Okay. I'm not going to do that. Fuck that. I'm not going to troubleshoot anymore because it is 28 minutes right now and I need to draw. So all right. So there's a video here and there's a lot of text. What I'm thinking is maybe read this part first and then watch the video and then continue reading. Okay, how about now? Okay, so the exercise. For our first, maybe actually I can play it on another player, but that's fine, that's fine. I won't do it right now. Okay, the first 50, the exercise. For our first 50 boxes in the challenge, we're going to be drawing freely rotated boxes. The music is at mosquito volume. I have done that and I'm not going to move it anymore. For our first 50 boxes in the challenge, we're going to be drawing freely rotated boxes in 3-point perspective, with all 3 vanishing points marked outright on the page. The 3 vanishing points, as we said, only the best quality of streams. You know, I mean, you know, you guys should thank me, really, for the amazing experience I'm providing you guys, you know. Mm, with all three vanishing points marked out right on the page. So we would be having the three vanishing points, and we would be having the Y, and then we are going to extend the edges to the vanishing point, but not really. We're just gonna eyeball it. Similarly to the rough perspective boxes exercise in lesson 1, we'll be estimating our lines convergences towards these points, but having the vanishing points marked on the page will give you something more obvious to aim for. Yeah, as opposed to the boxes that we drew on the swooping line, which was pretty interesting. Freer, definitely, but cool. This will force those vanishing points to be quite close, which leans into the second aspect of the challenge. The foreshortening on these boxes will be quite dramatic, meaning the convergences will be very close. As with most other exercises throughout this course, we will be freehanding our lines here, which means you will be using the ghosting method and going through the planning, preparation, and execution phases as explained here in lesson 1. Each page will contain 5 to 6 boxes, no more, no less. Be sure to make good use. 5 boxes. Okay. Be sure to make good use of the space available to you, and don't be afraid of having your line extensions run through other boxes. Drawing bigger boxes helps us engage our whole arm when drawing. True. And helps us get more out of the exercise as a whole. Before starting your next page, you will apply line extensions, as explained in the video, to check how consistent our convergences are, so we can study the behavior of our lines as they recede in space. Make sure you're extending them in the right direction so the line extensions are able to provide us with useful information. One thing that helps with this is that for the first line extension of each set of edges, start from the center of the Y and extend back along each arm. Posted where? Don't see it's on the community page. Access to the community page is not still very obvious. Hold on, but it's on my the channel. You go to the channel and you find 3. I guess for me it's 3 buttons, but you would find community. Go there, and you would see it. Oh, never mind. Actually, I don't. Wait. Most recent. I don't see it in the community, Emily. Oh, your community page. Hold on. That is beautiful. That is actually awesome. Very cool, very cool. You're welcome for the reference, for the amazing reference. Okay, let's get back here. No more, no less. This will engage it. Okay, before starting the next page, you will apply line  okay, so foreshortening. Do we watch the video? I feel like we should. But also at the same time, it's like, do we really need to? Okay, let's do it.
Dans cette vidéo, nous allons voir comment nous allons aborder les 50 premières cases du défi des...
Stop. Actually, stop. Dans cette vidéo, blablabla, shut up.
150 box challenge. So if you're watching this, I assume you've already watched the video that introduces what the challenge is about, what purpose it serves, and so forth, and that you've gone through lessons 0 and 1 of the course already. Our first 50 are going to involve drawing freely rotated boxes using the Y method, just as we did in the organic perspective exercise, with the addition of drawing through our boxes as though we have X-ray vision. But there's one key difference. Where in the organic perspective exercise we never actually defined where our vanishing points would be, for these first 50, we will be drawing explicit vanishing points on the page, just to get us used to focusing on how our edges converge.
Let me focus.
Before taking those training wheels away once again. Let's get started. You should already be familiar with this process, as it's the core of the Y method we introduced in lesson 1. The central point at which all 3 of the Y's arms meet will represent the corner of the box that is closest to the viewer, with each of the 3 arms extending off that corner in one of the 3 dimensions of our box. One will define the width, one will define the height, and another will define the depth, though these terms are for our purposes here just used to differentiate them from one another. They're all interchangeable, so it doesn't matter which is which. Keep in mind that these arms don't need to be the same length, and the relationship between their lengths will impact the rotation of the resulting box. For the purposes of what we're doing in this challenge, we're not going in with any specific intent as to how the box should be rotated. Rather,
what would be an interesting step before this? The app that Derpy made, which is having the lines, you don't even need to have them on a swooping line, just like some random Y shapes where you don't really need to focus on drawing the Y. All you need to focus on is converging the lines to a certain vanishing point, or a vanishing point that you don't necessarily see. I feel like this exercise rids you from trying to draw the lines perfectly and just like solely focus on converging those lines. But with this, this is good too. But you have to draw the Y, which is you're ghosting between the 2 points from one side and then another side and then another side, and then you're doing the converging thing, right? So it's pretty interesting.
Exploring how these ways in which the process can be changed impacts the resulting box and how it sits in space. So, when drawing your Y, intentionally try to play with different lengths for the different arms, as well as rotating the Y differently so that you don't simply end up with the exact same box drawn over and over. Yeah. That would seriously undermine the effectiveness of the exercise, because it'd result in your brain going on autopilot rather than actively thinking about every choice and action you're taking. Lastly, keep in mind that the angle between the arms should be at least 90 degrees to avoid things getting a little wacky and distorted. In those exercises that use concrete vanishing points from lesson 1, we always started with the vanishing points first, then drew our boxes. Here, we've started with the Y, and in this second step, we're going to be placing a vanishing point somewhere along the path each arm defines. So, if we take a look at this arm, we can see that it points in this direction. We can place our vanishing point anywhere along that path, although for the first 50, we'll be ensuring that they're close enough to still be on the page itself, which will result in more rapid convergence and dramatic foreshortening. For this line, we'll place our vanishing point here, but again, we're choosing an arbitrary location along this path. We're not finding the correct point because no such location exists. As long as it's in line with the arm of the Y, you're good. And of course, we'll do the same with the other two. One thing to consider, since we're going to be drawing 5 or 6 of these per page, is that it can get very confusing as to which vanishing point is which. We don't want to have to keep all our vanishing points super close to the boxes, which would theoretically make this issue easier to work with, because that would really restrict us to extremely foreshortened boxes.
Yeah.
Instead, it might be a good idea to use different kinds of marks for each different box. You might use a little X for one box's vanishing points, a little circle for another's, and so forth. Here we're really just repeating the same process from the Y method video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about it here. The key consideration is that, like in the rough perspective exercise, we are trying to ensure that all of our edges converge towards one of our defined vanishing points. Ghosting all the way back to the vanishing points is fine, so feel free to do it to give yourself the best chance of settling on an edge that is oriented correctly.
Oh, very nice.
Just remember, when resolving our corners, we don't commit to our edges immediately. We lay down a tentative point first, then look at the edges coming to that corner from the other directions to lay down a few more points before settling on where we're actually going to place our final corner and drawing our edges. And of course, another big difference from how we tackled constructing boxes in the organic perspective exercise is that here we will actually be drawing through our boxes, meaning each corner will be where 3 edges meet rather than just 2, with one of the edges being visible through the box as though we have X-ray vision. This helps us to better understand how the whole box sits in 3 dimensions, rather than just on the 2 dimensions of the flat page. We will also be drawing through our boxes when doing the organic perspective exercise as part of our warm-ups going forward. This step should end with your box being complete, and you can add hatching lines to one of the planes that face the viewer to help clarify which side is which, since drawing through our boxes can make that a little confusing. If you're unsure which plane to add hatching to, it'll be your choice of any of the 3 which touch the central point of the Y we started with. And remember, don't be sloppy with your hatching lines. If you choose to add them, then be sure to put actual effort into applying them to the best of your ability.
Why?
For each box, write the number of that box beside it. We've seen a wide variety of strategies for numbering them, but the only one that's really ever made sense to us is to simply write a number from 1 to 250 corresponding to which box it is in the whole set beside the box. Fortunately, this is what most students do by default, but we're stating it here more explicitly for those who may be inclined to try other options. Prior to this update to the material, we didn't ask for the dates to be recorded, but we have definitely been in plenty of situations where knowing how many boxes a student drew in a given day helps us to judge, in combination with other factors, whether the student is pacing themselves appropriately or if they might be rushing. When writing the date, we will do so as a number, first the 4 digits of the year, then the 2 digits of the month, and the 2 digits of the day. If all or most of the boxes share the same date, having been drawn on the same day, you can just put that date at the top of the page and note the specific date for any boxes that weren't drawn that day beside the given box's number. You'll be going through this whole process 5 or 6 times per page, assuming you're working with standard A4 or 8.5-inch by 11-inch printer paper. It's important that you avoid drawing your boxes too small, so don't try and keep large distances between your boxes. Additionally, it's important to accept that you're going to end up with boxes on one end of the page with vanishing points on the other end and other boxes in between. That's simply inevitable if we're going to make efficient use of the page and avoiding drawing so small that it actually starts undermining the exercise.
Ooh, that last one.
The final step for each page is to extend our lines away from the viewer, just as we did in the rough perspective exercise, to test how far off our estimates were from converging with the vanishing points. Ideally, we do this with 3 pens of different colors. I find Sharpie's colored pen sets to be very useful for this, as they're pretty cheap and more widely available than any other brand of fineliner, but the specifics don't matter so much here. You can use ballpoint pens, colored pencils as long as they're kept sharp so the line is clear and thin. Really anything that lets you make a mark that can be distinguished from the original line work of the box. Having 3 different colors helps in distinguishing the different sets of lines, but if for whatever reason that's not possible, it's okay to work with just one color for your line extensions. Grab a ruler and line it up with one end of the central point of your starting Y, such that it runs down the length of one of the arms. This allows us to use the Y to very easily identify which direction is pointing away from the viewer, since the central point of the Y denotes the corner closest to the viewer.
Good.
With your ruler aligned correctly, draw along it past the vanishing point. If you're working with different colors, be sure to use one color for all those intended to converge towards the same vanishing point. Do this for all the boxes on the page, and once you're finished, it's likely that you'll find most, if not all, of your lines don't converge perfectly to their set vanishing points. That's perfectly normal, but it does mean that you may need to make small adjustments to how you're approaching planning out your boxes and resolving those corners in order to shrink those margins of error. That is ultimately the purpose of this challenge as a whole. It's not to draw any perfect boxes, it's to improve our ability to have a bunch of lines converge consistently, or as consistently as possible, to the same point. This isn't something you'll master after just 250 boxes, but it is something that if you approach it intentionally, if you reflect on the analysis we're performing here and factor it into how you approach the next page, will improve. One thing to consider is to actually leave this step for just before you want to start your next page of boxes. Meaning, if you drew a page of boxes one day and weren't going to start the next page until the following day, it'd be better to do your line extensions for page 1 on day 2. That way, the analysis will be fresh in your mind and you can act on it more readily than if you'd done the extensions the previous day.
Interesting.
That about covers it. You should now be good to start on the first 50 boxes of the challenge, and when you're done, you can come back to check out the next video on how you'll be tackling the next 50. Good luck, and remember, pace yourself. This is not a sprint, and not something you're going to be grinding through. Be sure to balance it out with the 50% rule as explained in Lesson 0, and be reasonable with your expectations of how quickly you're going to be getting through all of this.
Okay. Let's keep reading this and then let's start. So foreshortening. As noted above, we'll be using dramatic foreshortening, which we also refer to as rabbit convergence in this section of the challenge. You can refer to this diagram if you're uncertain what that means, or the more detailed diagram here on the first page of the challenge instructions. So rapid convergence, and then we have slower, more granular convergence. Okay. Homework. For the first section of the box challenge, we will be drawing 50 boxes using the Y method, adhering to the following. Vanishing points will be marked explicitly on the page. I recommend using different symbols for the vanishing points of different boxes. Oh, right. So you can differentiate between, vanishing points belonging to different boxes. So maybe an O for one box, an @ for another, a hashtag for the next, and so on. This will help you keep in mind which vanishing point belongs to which box. These boxes will have fairly rapid convergence dramatic foreshortening. This is unavoidable since we're forced to keep our vanishing points close enough to be on the page. But this is also a requirement for this section of the challenge. Write the date on top of the page and number of every box individually from 1 to 50. You may also want to write down the symbol for the box's vanishing point beside the number, just to as a reminder of yourself. Yeah, that's good. You will be drawing 5 to 6 boxes per page, no more, no less. Before starting the next page, apply. I think it would make sense to do 5 boxes per page, to be like, okay, 2 pages is 10, 4 pages 20, and so on and so forth. Before starting the next page, apply the line extensions as demonstrated in the next video above. Be sure to start from the central point of your original Y and extending back along each arm to ensure you're extending them in the right direction. So he extended them extended them with a ruler, right? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. There's a Y generator tool? Yo! This is awesome. Dude, look at this. I mean, to be fair, the app that we have on the Discord is, I feel like it's much better. If you love skincare, check out Glow Note. Huh? In terms of tools, you can use a ballpoint paper, ballpoint pen, or a fine liner, and we would like you to work on an A4 page or that much paper, printer paper. If for whatever reason you aren't able to, keep in mind that what you do use should not be smaller than that. Going any smaller will make it harder for you to engage your whole arm when drawing, which is early on. Which this early on is going to make it that much harder to get comfortable with drawing from your shoulder. The 5 to 6 boxes per page count will still apply regardless of how big your paper is. If you need help with varying your Y, you can try using one of the students made Y generator tools linked below. This is permitted for the first 100 boxes. Oh, cool. But after that, you should be more comfortable coming up with those Ys yourself. Important reminders. This is in a red box, so this is important. Some mistakes still come up frequently among students, so this is a reminder. This reminder will hopefully keep you on the right track. I'm putting it here above the other sections just so that it doesn't get missed. Do not draw your boxes with lines that are actually parallel on the page. Back in lesson 1, we talked about how a vanishing point can go to infinity, eliminating the convergence of the lines it governs. This is not something we can just arbitrarily do for everything. It only happens when that given set of lines run perpendicular to the viewer's angle of sight. Since we're drawing boxes that are freely and randomly rotated in space, make sure all of your boxes' lines converge. This should be fairly easy to avoid in this section of the challenge since we have our vanishing points marked out explicitly on the page, but keep this in mind anyway. It is extremely important that you ensure that your line extensions point away from the viewer, as their purpose is to help us analyze how those lines behave, whether they converge or diverge, as they move farther away. If they're extended towards the viewer, then it kind of renders the line extension analysis pointless since it doesn't tell us how we can improve our next page of boxes. I've mentioned this a few times already on this page, so it's probably annoying at this point, but it's that important. Okay, makes sense. Do not simply draw a line straight to the vanishing point when applying your line extensions. Sometimes we see students drawing a line between the corner of an edge nearest to the viewer and the vanishing point, skipping the farther end of the edge entirely. If you think this is what you've been doing, go back and review the video, or look at how it's being approached in the example below. Remember that our goal is to look at how the edge itself is behaving, and how far it is from aligning towards the vanishing point. Don't worry about the back corner being off, okay? The back corner is a distraction, a symptom of the individual sets of lines not converging consistently. This is not something you're going to master here, so that back corner will always be at least a little off, and if all you're focusing on is the back corner, it's going to feel like you're not making progress, when in fact you are. Focus on the sets of lines and making them converge as consistently as you can. Vary your boxes. Don't just draw the same box over and over. Vary its orientation and proportions by playing with the lengths and of the arms of the Y and the angles between them, as long as those angles are greater than 90 degrees. All free-handed lines throughout this course are to be drawn using the ghosting method from lesson 1. This means focusing most of your time on in the planning and preparation phases, and then executing each mark confidently without hesitation. Remember, confidence takes priority over accuracy. Okay, we can finally start. You know how how boring this must be to you guys, because we were doing all fun and just like messing around on the stream, and then once I started doing this, like the chat goes silent. So this is basically just like an engagement killer. Oh man. Okay. Oh god, you're still not drawing. I'm gonna. Okay. So let's let me grab this over here and put it to this side. Sometimes we see students drawing a line between the corner of an edge nearest to the viewer and the vanishing point, skipping the further end of the edge. I don't get the skipping part. So what he's saying is this. He's saying, hold on. Yeah. So what he means is, for example, this is what? I am going to commit arson. Okay. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Photoshop is just messing with you, that's all. I'll be able to explain it once Photoshop starts. I started animating. Nice. Well, you've been animating, or did you start another animation? I just had you in the background. Okay. Replying to a thing in Discord where someone is apparently convinced an artist I showed used AI, but doesn't look like it to me. For my friend's birthday, I'm animating all 30 of her personas. Damn! 30? Oh, arson. Yeah, you like that, Emily. Yeah, 30 sounds a lot. Come on, Photoshop. You can do this. You got it. You got it. Is it like small animation? Like how long are the animations? And are they like all frame by frame? Are you going to do them frame by frame? So what he means, finally I can draw a freaking line. So we've got our lines here, right? Or Y, this is our Y. Right, so this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. 30 seconds. Tweening, okay, that's good. Tweening helps, but still 30 seconds of animation using, I don't know, how many keyframes are you planning on doing? Like maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. And so let's for example, we are doing 1 point here and 1 point here, and then one. This counts as one box, by the way. I'm gonna count it. All right, and then we try to get this one across here, and then this one. Oh, this one's going to be very exaggerated. Right, and so this is 1, and then this is another one, and then we do this, and then we do this. All right, so maybe I'll do it on this segment, right? I hired some friends to help me draw them all. That's good. That's good. Luckily, my app lets me copy keyframes, so I'm reusing the same motion for each. Oh, nice. That's good. Maybe you can have like a, I don't know, a mannequin that would have the motion, right? And then you can just overlay the characters on top of that. That would also be interesting. So Derpy, with what he mentioned here, basically what you need to do, right, is to make a line go from this edge to this edge, so that you know how much you're missing the vanishing point, right? So I missed it by this distance, for example. What students, I believe he's referring to is what students do. They link this point to this point, right? And they ignore this edge, right? And so they do this, which, you know, you can kind of see how you messed up here too, right? But not a lot, because right here it is basically the same line here, and you would be like, yeah, this is good enough, right? So this is what he means. Let me continue doing this box, however. So this one would be kind of like here. Yeah, he did. He did, yeah. Whoops. I think that's not bad. What am I drawing with? Why is it behaving this way? It's an interesting behavior. Oh, whoop. Okay, there it is. So if we take this, right, and maybe I should change this one here. To be shift, this button. So from here to here. Yep. Okay. Nice. Oh, actually, let me do the rest of the boxes first. Let me move this old man out of the way. Let's finish the rest of the boxes first. Okay, I'm gonna get hella bored if I keep listening to this same music. I've been listening to this music for literally a year. So let's see. What do we listen to? What do we listen to? What do we listen to? We can play some Childish Gambino. Nobody can hear the music, so it doesn't matter what I listen to. Well, I'm sorry you can't hear it, but it kind of matters to me. Bando Stone. Maybe you can hear it from Spotify. Maybe you'll be able to hear it from Spotify. Let me know if you can hear it. If you can't, then I'm sorry. Yeah, I know it matters to you. I meant that you can listen to what you want. Yeah. This is real. I'm not trying to be rude. No, you're good. You're good. This is real. Tell me how I feel. Very vulgar. My bad. I'm your number one supporter now. It showed you the badge. Oh yeah, yeah, you are apparently. You're my number one fan. I guess Derpy left. I think he's like arguing with another person or Discord over some AI art. You know what this is nice for? Like, this allows me to just like imagine the point, to try to imagine the point. No, I never left. Okay. I was here all along. I was arguing that it's not AI art. What made them think that it's AI though? Did it have some weird artifacts? I mean, to be honest, some people on Reddit thought my stuff was AI too, so... Now it says number one. Dude, he easily stole the spot. He did not even try. Cody Lowray. He had a break. He's finding out that nobody gives a flip. Ooh, this is a good point. People be calling anything right? Wait, no, actually, maybe here. I paid my dues. Love is for fools. 'Cause nobody gives a flip. No. Nobody gives a flip. Man gets credit for existing. Me, I be typing my head off. Honestly, maybe what it takes is like, I mean, you've been participating in most of the streams for quite some time now, so I was thinking maybe it takes in consideration the previous streams, but no, you've been consistent on the streams, so I really don't know. Cody Lowray, he had a break. He's finding out that nobody gives a... I did my job. I got 69 notifications. YouTube notifications. Nice. Oohs. Because nobody gives a flip. Okay, these are... okay. This one is... I'll make into it like a hashtag. Nobody gives a flip. My sweet Lithonia, what have you done? It's like 50 points difference. So it's in points. And I don't get where these points come from. I am not sure. Maybe we can look it up. Hold on, you got me curious actually. How does the YouTube chat ranking system work? All right, so as of mid-2025, YouTube is testing a new live engagement leaderboard feature designed to rank viewers based on their activity in a live stream chat. The system is meant to foster more interactive. I don't care. Here's how YouTube live chat ranking system works. How viewers earn points, XP. Viewers earn points by participating in a live stream. The more a viewer engages, the higher they rank. Chat messages by sending chat messages in the chat. Super chats and super stickers. Purchasing these highlights the user and provides high value engagement. Okay, so you guys are not doing that. Gifts, gifting membership, you guys are not doing that. Limitation, there's no cap to the number. The leadership. The leaderboard display as a viewer engages, a crown icon appears. Key characteristics, temporary nature. The points and badges are generally temporary and often reset when a new live stream begins. Okay. The replay visibility. The leaderboard remains visible during the video replay after, okay. Viewer output, option output or opt output. Users can choose to opt out of appearing on the leaderboards. Yeah, this is not convincing. I don't know, maybe we'll have to watch a video about it. He's finding out. Nobody gives a flip. I wanna do. Always changing. I just wanna save my life, my life, my life, my life. Ooh, this is gonna... Wow, look at the... Oh my god. The vanishing point is here for this one. This is basically going to be a triangle. Yeah, this one's going to be a doozy. Others on a close, like a high. And the weather's always changing. I just wanna save my life, my life, my life, my life. Illuminati. Triangular ad box. You got a podcast because you can't rap. Time is always changing. I don't wanna do that. I just wanna live my life, my life, my life. Oh, I did. What do I do for now? Like an X. Na 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 na. That was a good point. Na 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 na. This is a crazy box. Get I, get I. Okay, maybe we can do one in here. And this one we will make kind of like this. And then this. Da, 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 da. What's a yeah? I said a kind of boat. These are like on the same line, basically. Almost perpendicular line. If you wanna just wear my hug. Tell me of my shit. Oh, I'm on fire. That was a good line. Gosh darn it. This part of the song makes me very uncomfortable. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna skip it. That's like a child singing. I don't know why I'm just enough. I'm messed up and he's speaking. I don't know why I'll be open up. I don't know why. I mess myself up every weekend. An idea: you do the boxes off stream. Every start of to the stream, you show them, but you draw something else on stream, like portrait or something. Okay, first of all, let me maybe raise the sound on the music here. Yes, for that idea, usually most of the time, right? Most of the time, I'm streaming for the sake of drawing, meaning that I'm dedicating drawing to the time that I'm streaming. Meaning, that sometimes I would be busy or I would be working, right? Whenever I find the time, I would sometimes, you know, pull out like the sketchbook, and I would, you know, do like a random drawing. But most of the time, I don't actually have the time to sit down like this and actually do the boxes or do whatever, right? So most of the drawing or most of the actual work and learning I do is on, you know, on the streams. Yeah, you can skip anything and we wouldn't know. Hopefully you can at least hear it a little bit now. That's a good point. No? Alright. How about that? This is 4 boxes. Let's do the last one. How do we do the last one? This one is pretty crazy, so it's taken up a lot of space from the page. And I should have, like, you know, separated them a little bit. Maybe a faint beat, but barely. I want you guys to hear the music. Now we can hear it. Yay! Hopefully it's not overpowering my voice. It's never loving, I know it from the start. She's a friend. The end. Ever loving, I will meet in the heart. It's clear that you're ever loving, I know it be apart. This is such a real love, real love. No? Okay, good. Real love. Hoping that you feel love, real love. Awesome. Thank you for the feedback, C. So cold. It's clear that you're ever loving. Ooh, hoping that you feel love, feel real love. Hoping that you feel love, feel real love. Hoping that you feel love, feel real love. Maybe I can do different colors for the vanishing points. I think that would be better. Also, my back hurts. I'm gonna stand up and walk a little bit after finishing this 5th box. Love. Real 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 love. That's a good point. Me in an argument. That is a really good point. Childish Gambino ain't no country boy. That's a good box. You could have Derpy in charge of music sounds. Well, yes. I don't know though. I don't know if I wanna burden him with that task. I'd be like, Derpy would be like my Siri. I'd be like, Derpy, play Running Away by Kanye West, please. That way he could balance audio while you focus on art. That's a good idea, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Have you asked them before? Nope. No, I haven't. In the night. Derpy, can you please bring me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Thank you so much. How could that be set up? Even through OBS? Huh? OBS? Doesn't matter what I do. In the night, I dream of you. I know Ludwig does it. Really? Like through a network, OBS can be connected? I don't wanna be with you. Oh, you know, I know. I remember like Dr. K gets calls to adjust the volume from his team. Really? No way. Okay. Both ways. Okay. Cocaine. I'll say. Alright, this is the first page. Cool bass, right? I dream of you. In the night, I dream of you. I can see it in the night. The line isn't clear enough.
That's my brother, don't you know it? I stuck around like Yoshinoya. Stone Mountain Reed and the Castle Coil. This my life, I must enjoy it.
This my life, I must enjoy it.
We don't hold back, we must move forward. Stay where you at, you're supposed to, boy. Niggas is fake, I won't ignore it. I put your boy in the seat. You got your biz in the streets. I wash my hands when I eat. I never handle the key. I don't know no one BD, but they depend.
Rappers be like, I wash my hands when I eat. That is not like something to brag about.
They plotting hard when you flat. They got a gun in your back. This who you trust when you sleeping at night. I'm in the mirror, I see what I like. It is what it is. I'm right when I'm right.
It is what it is. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me read. Derpy, I sent it through. That might be handy. Send it to chat. Maybe we can set it up. I have look, listen. I have Photoshop on the screen. I have OBS on the screen. So I'm sorry if I'm like sometimes I don't read the chat or I don't see Discord. Hold on. Where is it?
This is a code red for old heads who never liked
This is a code red for old heads.
a minute since he had to fit it on a notepad. I was busy building up the life that niggas don't have. Told me that the money make you lonely, it ain't so bad. Niggas jokes are so dad, but haven't seen their son in a month. Sold some apple stock to buy a farm, I needed the stunt. I told him take the back end points, he wanted the front. Now his career's in a blunt. These rappers cosplay the industry Comic-Con, the industry evil people. Me and fam got a trauma.
How did we manage this little picture? Wait. Oh, nice. Dude, Empty is going off with the stuff that he's sharing, honestly. Wait, did you send me something? Where did you send something? I'm not sure if I can see what you sent. Where did you send it, C? I can't see what C sent. Finally. Okay.
You've never heard
Isn't
of
Discord
Shaka
under
Khan?
resources?
What are they teaching you in school?
Resources, yes. Here it is. Oh, okay. OBS WebSocket. Oh, interesting. Your helper can control OBS from another computer or phone. Huh. Streamer bot, touch portal. This lets them trigger soundboard clips. Oh my god. This has potential for some interesting stuff. Trigger soundboard clips, change music, adjust volume. They can literally manage your stream from another room or city. Honestly, I might genuinely look into this. Nice, nice, nice. This could be interesting. This could be interesting. To me, well, I mean, it's what you sent on in the server, so I was like, I can choose where I can respond, right? I wanna go wherever you are. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Right? No, never mind. What am I doing? No, I'm not. I'm doing it wrong. Ugh. It's not the same thing, is it not? Is the caption from the... Oh, it is not. I swear, I was like... I saw like a big text and I was like, it is the same. I am so sorry. Bro, just listen. I'll just like let you guys know I can't fucking read, okay? So I find it very difficult. And I was genuinely, like, what I said in Discord about like your poem, I genuinely mean it. I don't see myself ever being able to write that good. Okay, let me delete all of this, actually, this part. And then I'll do these points. From here. Wait a minute. I need to do these freehand if I want to do it. Can I have a ruler that rotates? I don't think so. Nope. This song is a vibe. So how do we do this? It's funny, I did this, the one thing that he told not to do, which is basically connecting this point to this point. I need to connect like for here, but at least like I'm glad I caught myself like doing this right now. I need to figure out a way to, I mean, these lines are pretty straight, but I need an actual ruler for this. Chad, have you considered using like a fine, non-pressure sensitive brush? The precise lines might be better for visual feedback. I will do this in the next 5. Right now, I want to figure out a way to rotate. If I can rotate the rulers in Photoshop, this is cool music. I love this music. This song specifically is. And it's like 7 minutes long too. Oh, there's a ruler tool? Where is it? With the eye? Oh, look at this. There's a ruler. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, how do I erase this ruler? Oh, I can move it around. Can I move the points? Yes, I can. That's pretty good. That line is pretty good. This line is also pretty good. I can only have one ruler. Even more cool music. This album has some pretty cool stuff. Some of the songs are kind of like misses, but it's got some good hits. Based on what? It doesn't matter.
When you almighty, all the girls cry, all the guys cry like babies walking through the belly of the beast, so they all night. Near sight, far sight, aliens make it. When you almighty,
wait.
all the girls cry, all the guys
Dude, I'm
cry
so
like
actually, oh my god, I'm done. I can do this. I can just do this. Boom. This is a line. Okay. Oh, I'm missing hard on this one. Ooh, this one's spot on. Crap. This one's not good. It's not bad. There it is.
I don't want to go out there.
I know. We're gonna run. And we're gonna jump over it. That's it. That's all we're gonna do. I'm gonna hold your hand the entire way. Okay? We're gonna run. We're gonna jump over it. Okay, you ready? We're gonna on the count of 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
This one is not bad at all. This one perfectly converged in a point next to it. This definitely gets busy. It's a bit, can be a bit disorienting, I think. But maybe this is an exercise. The exercise in itself is to get used to busy compositions, I guess. Why is it blue? Oh, never mind. Okay. All right. I mean, we can kind of like differentiate between the boxes here. So the convergence here is not so great. The conversion, I think the best is happened here, which is interesting. Or maybe here actually. Or maybe here. Those are good. Those are good. This one's very off. This one's not bad. This one's off. Okay, okay, okay. Oh wow, these are a bunch of lines. Whoa. I have to do maintenance on my pencil sharpener, and now I look like I've been in war handling gunpowder. It do be like that. Fortunately, I use I don't know what you call this one, but like it's this one where when you put like the graphite inside of it. I'm not sure what you guys call it, but this one's neat. This one's neat. Also, I have a pencil that is, I think it's an HB pencil, if I'm not mistaken. It's not written. It's very small. Have you guys seen this, by the way? Did you guys see this? This is awesome. You guys check this out. Check this out. This is awesome. I had 2 entries for now, for yesterday and today. We're getting some tasks done, boys. And I have one as well. Mechanical pencil, yes. But I love playing with line weights. Fair enough, yeah. You can't really do much with that one there. Playing around. The bookie book. I'm thinking of getting other colors of fabric, and I went to the local like bookstore, kind of like it's not really for books. It's like he provides like fine art supplies, and I've seen like this powder. This golden powder. This is actually a powder. Hold on. It's not powder. What do you call it? This is paste. it's like runny, but it's not really paste. It's between paste, the consistency of paste, and like I don't know, gouache. No, not gouache. Acrylic. It does have the consistency of acrylic. I don't want to open it right now because it's gonna get a little messy. But yeah, so I've seen this kind of like golden thing, but it's not actually gold. I've seen sparkly blue and I've seen sparkly green, and so I could pair that with other colors of fabric. I love my 3mm lead mechanical pencil. Nice. But I love using different angles on my pencils for different line weights. Yeah, the mechanical pencil is like for very fine like details, I guess. It would be very handy. You keep advertising your book like it's for sale? Who would actually, you got it right. I am selling these. But I don't know if I'm going to sell to an international audience, honestly. Like I can, but like the shipping is going to be hell, right? I mean, when you mentioned that you don't really have a notebook, or you don't, or were there, you said you don't have another notebook, I guess, right? I was like, yeah, maybe I can send you one, but the shipping is going to be like more expensive than the book itself by a lot, so it's not even worth it. Where's my water bottle? Where's my water bottle? I sent my friend in France a drawing. It had $30 shipping. God damn! It was like 10 by 30. Yeah, like the prices are crazy. I here the best way to send something with like a guarantee that it's not gonna get damaged or anything is through FedEx. And FedEx, they are taxing. They are taxing. So yeah. It's really unfortunate. Like I wanna be able to get you guys to have you have you have these, and maybe if I can figure out a way where it could be affordable, I'll definitely be able to do that. I'll definitely have it for sale for you guys. But for now, unfortunately, you can't have those, and it's sad because I want you to have some of these. These are useful and beautiful too, I think. Maybe you have another opinion, and that's totally okay. Maybe that is not a cup of tea. Okay, let's move on to the next page, and we're gonna stop at the next page. Okay, you said you mentioned the line weight thing, which is very fair. I think we can go with a hard round, no opacity, nothing, just black. This is very cool, like to draw with, I guess. Maybe you can make a grades paper kind of notebook for me someday. Honestly, mine still has empty pages, but I figure I'll fill it up eventually. A grids paper, I have, look. I was testing different paper, right? And different kind of like grids. Oh man, it's a mess out here. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Oh yeah, this one. Well, I tried to make a layout like this. Digital equivalent to a fine liner. I tried to do these fine points. I don't even know if you can see them, but these are like gray and very fine. These are just like points very close to each other.
We don't care about the party. We just want to
I guess you can see them in the
Okay,
dark
stop
area
right
there. In the darker area.
Fortunately, that's a hit.
But for now, I think the market are more into actual journals than sketchbooks. So I'm gonna start with the journals, and then I'll get my way into the sketchbooks, which I'll be buying some expensive paper for to make them. I'm not gonna make them with printing paper. We don't care about that party, we just wanna dance. What's that window? See smoke, eh? Not even hot today? What? What's happening? Place where life goes. This reminds me of myself when I was like 10. I used to make pencils, paper, books, and so on. Honestly, this is why I'm back making this kind of stuff. I guess you had a dog grid paper. It was like a line grid. A line grid? A line grid would be just lines perpendicular to each other. Camera was small, so I didn't really see. It's fine. Maybe I'll show it on Discord. I have a big notebook. This is like an A5, I believe. Yeah, this is an A5, and I have just regular writing lines. So I guess you mean like lines that are perpendicular to here as well, that make squares. Potentially we can make those. How did you make pencils? Yeah, that's interesting. That's a good question. I see. A place where love goes. Oh, this is Aravista. This is from the other album. Hold on. We can play Aravista. Aravista. Took mechanical pencil, graphite, and made clay castings. What? Around them and used those extra erasers. I put them in opposite. Whoa, that's awesome. Damn. So you got clay, just like, did you buy it or just like have it around? And do you cook the clay later, or does it just like dry out? Maybe you can analyze this these these frequencies, Derpy. That sound was good.
You think I'm crazy,
but I'm higher all the time.
And every day I wake my life's on the line. You know I gotta keep on moving. There are beasts untamed who will eat the young, and you'll become the same if you stay too long. If the drug is fame, then the high is love.
Arabista, Arabista. Don't say that. Don't say that. YouTube is going to put you in a blacklist.
Think I'm crazy, but I'm high all the time. This life is something that is more than life. And every day I wake my life's on the line. You know I gotta keep on moving. The game we play ain't fair.
We'll play it, do we care? There.
People, do they care about what's happening? Now you can have your cake if it's all you need.
You can have your gay if it's all you need.
There are mouths to feed, and it's not insane if we all believe.
Arabista, Arabista, Arabista. I figure there are worse things on YouTube. YouTube, totally. Worse things? Like what? Like worse things to say in YouTube chat, or worse things on YouTube in general? Oh, this one is fire. This song is fire. I sold the pencils, so my co-op on my co-op for like 50 cents. You cook the clay? Very cool, very cool. Maybe if, honestly, you can have a store. Air dry clay? Yeah. YouTube allows worse things. I think there was like a period of time, I don't know if it's still relevant these days, but there were times where there were like these yoga videos on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't push them, doesn't recommend them, but they exist, right? If you look for them, they exist. And those videos are just like soft chord, just like, you know, not safe for work stuff. Algorithm. The music is louder in my left ear. Well, thankful. I guess this is not a problem of mine, right? It was a group of homeschoolers. Nice. Wait, so you guys both did get homeschooled? You got homeschooled? I'm so jealous. We got together once a week, and the parents made classes. Very cool. That is honestly very cool. Spicy yoga. Yeah, exactly. Massage video? Oh man. Wow. At least like the massage videos is just like, you have what, like a tissue box? It's whatever. Algorithm. My got homeschooled since 7th grade and online school since 8th. That is awesome, honestly. Was it your parents' decision, or were you like, did you have parts in that decision? If it's your parents' decision, like, what prompted them to do that? Just because of the schooling system in general, they didn't like it, or they didn't like how schools operate, or just like for the fun of it? Who are you asking? I'm asking you, and I'm asking Derpy. Seven billion people.
Trying to free themselves. Said a billion prayers. Trying to save myself. I can see it coming, but it's moving fast. Been through a hurricane. With the sunroof down, dancing with no pain. We wait to see the sunrise. It's a holiday.
My parents' decision, yeah, because they decided against getting me and my siblings the required vaccines for. Ooh, that's a very interesting opinion to have. What is it? Well, I don't know if like what the vaccines are allegedly do cause some sort of like illnesses. But that's honestly that's cool. I think personally, I don't know. Some people would you know, think the opposite. Kind of both. My mother doesn't like the school system. I can't disagree. That's facts. But as a young kid, I didn't know that. She found they taught nonsense. Like, yeah, and yeah, vaccines as well. I didn't know like the vaccines argument is like an actual opinion that people, you know, that parents would have. I definitely got vaccinated. I definitely have some like serum, some brain numbing serum in me or something. Maybe I'll just like have to put a point. That's it. Move on. This one's kind of difficult. But I went to public school for half a semester and I hated it, and I was further along in my education anyway, so I asked to stay in school. No, so nice. So you took part in that decision. That is honestly like awesome. Yeah, apparently my sister in particular had some health stuff caused by vaccine. What? Do you know what these vaccines are against? I never had any shots until last year when I was close to getting sepsis from a tooth. Okay, wait. Okay, so the vaccines are not all that bad. What's sepsis though? A life-threatening medical emergency triggered by an extreme immune response to infection caused by organ dysfunction, tissue damage, and potential death if not treated immediately. Common symptoms include fever, shivering, rapid heart rate, confusion, and clammy skin. Treatment involves a rapid intravenous antibiotics, fluids, and intensive care. Sounds serious. How did you go to public school if you didn't have the vaccines? My mother lied. Based. Absolutely based. That is awesome. Infection in the blood, basically. Yo, that's low-key scary. Public school not worth lying for. But I guess you got a taste, so fair enough. Yeah, that's not a bad experience. You get to see how people are like there. She always told them there was a religious reason. We ain't that religious, but yeah. Wait, you don't? I'm interested. You don't have a class dedicated to religion? Oh, this is psilocybin. I like this song. Isn't like the US supposed to be currently Amish kids have a lowered requirements for how many years of school they needed? Huh? Why? You can set the snow on fire. Kind of BS that the rules can be bent, I guess, for days. But there is still compulsory education. The Amish kids have lowered requirements. How does that work? There's religious schools that have Bible studies, but beyond that, no. So in a regular school, in a regular public school, you don't have like at least like a class that you do once a week where you study religion. We had to recite the pledge every morning. Yeah, we did that. I think every country does that. It's more like a patriarchy thing rather than a religious thing. With Amish people, it's proven that some years can safely be not required or something. What is the criteria for that though? I'm very confused by that. Proven way of life or something? A way of life? You guys live on the same country. What the hell do you mean? You guys live on the same piece of land. Boy, stop.
You wanna be outside? We just talking. Looking like a Trader Joe's.
Looking like a Trader Joe's.
Every time we walk around, they say, how she gonna hold him down? They don't know what they missing. Most niggas wanna run around with these sissies.
There's a new thing, I guess, called unschooling, where they don't do any school. Huh, I don't know, maybe you don't know, to be honest. Maybe I don't know? What do you mean by that? Unschooling?
I'm not a tourist, nigga. This is not vacation. Goddamn, man, this girl going crazy on my Motorola. She said, let me answer it. Then you'll know it's over. Girl, you cancerous. You gon' rule my life. Let me get this paperweight, then come be my wife. She just laughed and touched my face. You don't understand what this is. Wait. I ain't looking for another lifetime. Let's just stay here and enjoy the greatness. Had the iceberg tucked in my waist.
Amish people have different lifestyles. It's not just like an ethnicity or whatever. Yeah, but like, what is the guarantee for that? Like, every single Amish person have a different lifestyle. That's one, which it's a bit weird. And two, what makes their lifestyle require less years? Why? What are the criteria for that? And why aren't there different kinds of people who have? So the Amish people are the only people who have hit that criteria, and not anybody else.
Drop it off. Let me see if your booty's soft. Gold mouth. Hold up.
Let me see if your booty's soft.
Lights out. Summertime, I brought the ice out. Pipes out.
Oh, I didn't draw through the boxes. Oh my god, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I do not care. For more infos, check out this link. Wisconsin v. Yoder. A landmark decision of the Supreme Court of the United States, in which the court held that Amish children could not be placed under compulsory education past 8th grade. The court ruled that the Amish boys' fundamental right to free exercise of religion. Oh, okay. Outweighs the state's interest in educating their children. I'm so confused. So literally, like in this case, the religion is in conflict with the education system. The case is often cited as a basis for parents' rights to educate their children outside of traditional private or public school. Okay. So people can bend the rules for religion, but not for lifestyle anatomy. I don't know, man. It's a bit weird. Also, like I mentioned earlier, isn't the USA supposed to be a Christian country? Like, I know most of the USA right now is kind of like secular. Secular? Secular. But yeah, if it's like in the Constitution. Wait, is it Christian like in the Constitution? Is the USA No, the United States is not constitutionally Christian. The US Constitution is a secular document. Whoa. That does not mention Christianity, Jesus Christ, or God, and it prohibits religion tests for public office and forbids the establishment of an official religion. First Amendment. While founded by individuals with Christian backgrounds, the government is officially secular. I did not know that. Yeah, the origins are definitely Christian, but the Constitution allows anyone to study any or no religion. Yeah, okay, so for example, here, like it's a kind of like a religious country, but you're free to exercise any religion you want. It doesn't, like, the religion is not forced upon you. But I thought, like, the default for the US was, like, religious, So at least you would find like some class in the educational system or whatever for religion, but I guess not. Oh my god. Everything is give and take. To be beautiful is to be. Yeah, same here. We're not forced into a religion. Yeah. Nobody forces you into it. I guess maybe you could say like the lifestyle or the the household. It does have an effect on you. But like once you start having, you know, an opinion and looking around and being analytical, you can, you know, decide on what you want to follow. But it's built on the idea of God, Christianity. I guess you have like a religion class in it. Yeah, we do from I guess throughout all high school, except yeah, we do I guess throughout high school, but like that class is very skippable. So we have coefficients to each subject. So for example, the math is kind of like 4 times as important. For example, to I don't know, to the religious class, right? So the religious class is very low on the like the importance, I guess, when it comes to the tests and the grading later. So like a lot of kids just skip it. They don't attend it, and the teachers themselves, they're not like, you know, they do whatever, and it's like I think 1 hour a week. Okay, I'm almost done. One more box. Okay, I'm gonna make this one easy, to be honest. I'm gonna make it small. Sweet thing. Sweet thing. Sweet thing. Yeah, sweet thing. I used to go to a chapel on wheels kind of thing ages ago in elementary school, but I think it wasn't an official part of school because it was like a lady in a trailer. She gave us candy and I had friends there, so it was good at the time. A civics test, I don't super remember. I don't know what a chapel on wheels is. It's a requirement. I don't know what a civics test is. Must you love me? Okay, we're done with these boxes. Let's go. Let's do the lines now. You make me chicken, rice, and beans.
Wanna be happy, don't look at my phone, sweet thing.
If you want to be happy, don't look at my phone. The lady in the trailer who gave us candy. I just realized how sus that. Honestly, that thought came to my head, but you were like it was a good time. It was good at the time, and I was like, let me not ruin the moment. Oh.
Ain't got no pictures on my feed. Gucci jacket smell like weed. Oh, oh. Rubbing my head.
Ooh, these. Whoa, hold on. Ah.
Feel like I'm cheating on myself.
Very interesting. It's required in my states. I haven't looked into yours, but yes. Oh yeah, it's like there are different rules for different states as well. I forgot about that. You're required to do a civics test.
Something I never said before.
I just wanna say thank you. 'Cause I love you. I wanna say thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I love you. Yeah, yeah. I said thank you.
I don't think so. I don't think it's 2 a.m. right now, and I have to do what I have to do. I have to finish these boxes. The civics test is the test you have to take when you want to become a citizen of the US. Huh? But everyone in my state has to pass it to graduate. Do you do it at a very young age? Don't you get your citizenship just by being born in the US? I've never heard about that. I'm gonna do a fewer boxes next time, not to stay up that much. Well, today I spend a lot of time just like reading and watching the video. So tomorrow I'm going straight up to start doing the boxes. So it's no problem. We have to do it. We have to do it to graduate high school. So you are a citizen, but you still have to do it to do graduate. Cool. Yo, chat, I wonder if I can vibe code a thing to draw the extending lines that give visual feedback, like copy paste your image and it auto grades totally. Maybe just like give it like a picture of the boxes and it would extend the lines for me, like so it would recognize where the vanishing points are, which can be, I think it would be a little bit difficult for it. Worth trying though, absolutely. Right, and it would extend the lines by itself, and yeah, maybe that would be cool. Yo, Alex Suzanne, how are you? Simple example: a student fails the civics test, doesn't graduate yet, still is right. The auto line extending, exactly. Can you see how close? Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea. Listen to K-pop in your server? Really? You must have seen. K-pop Demon Hunter, because that movie is awesome. Demon Hunters. That was my only actually. I'm not a fan of K-pop, but that I was like, yeah, this music slaps. See chat, I wish I had the drive that you do to edit every day. Edit? What do you mean edit? It was a fun movie. It was an awesome movie in my opinion. Animation wise, music wise, story was good. Okay, we're done. Like a video edit? Are you talking about the shorts? Because the shorts, I batch edited them. I wish I had the drive to practice my hobby every day to improve. Honestly, I'm gonna be very real. I don't know. It takes. Okay, I'm finished by the way. This is the only thing in my whole life that I actually stuck with, you know. And I don't know. It took me a lot of, you know, time to actually be like, okay, listen, I need to do this. Oh, the anime edits? Oh, you're talking about the AMVs? No, I haven't done AMVs in a long time. No, the last AMV I did was like I think three years ago. Maybe no, actually no, maybe less. But yeah, it's drawing. I got to a point where I'm really, it's just like part of me existing, right? So it gets to a point where it's not even that special anymore. And absolutely you can do it, by the way. Trust me, if I have done it, you can do it too. And there were times, like I always say, where I streamed for only like a little bit, and just to show up, and then I went to sleep. But yeah. Anyways, we're done here. Thank you for showing up, Alex. Actually, I'm going to end the stream now. It is past 2 a.m. I think he's trying to say he wished he had the drive to edit every day, like you draw every day. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I mean, I feel like everybody can. Chad, copy pasting my comment. Did you forget to draw the behind lines again? Huh? Huh? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? You poor thing, Chad. I am a poor thing. I'm a poor thing. Alright, oh, I didn't put the numbers on the boxes. The behind lines, yeah, I definitely forgot about that, and I'm aware of that. However, I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Because it is very late. Oh, look, old man. Yeah, I understand. You know what, chat, I'll DM you about this tomorrow. Maybe you can provide the motivation for me to do my hobby more. Okay, definitely. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm finally done with this. Oh, have you guys seen this, by the way? Did you guys check this? Check this out, guys. This is a cool notebook. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? Yeah, this is going to be interesting to say the least. I took a long time to draw just like 10 boxes, which I did not expect myself to take this long. But I do believe, however, this is going to pay off in the end. All right, awesome sauce book. This is not going to be the last time that you guys are going to be seeing the notebooks that I'm making. I'm going to be plugging them every second, just like be ready. So proud of yourself. Thanks. This will be a long box streak. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is going to be. So 10 boxes. So 10 boxes a day. It's or maybe no. I believe it's going to be 10 boxes a day, because even on the days where I read an article. Also, by the way, I'm liking this format where I can just like move around and not just like sit down. The box era. I'm on my box training arc. So it will be roughly 25 days. So this is going to take a month, more or less. Definitely less. Which is fine, I guess. Throughout, however, the boxes and the lines and the curve and the vanishing points and stuff like that, I'm definitely going to be doing more stuff. However, I'll most likely do it like off stream on my sketchbook. I'm not going to sit down and do it digitally, because I probably wouldn't have the time. One Piece, but it's it's your box art. Yeah. This is just like anime. This would be like a small 1 minute and a half montage if it was like in a show where I'm like drawing boxes, and then there would be a pan just like a camera going my eyes, and I'm like tense and sweat dropping, and then it would transition to the boxes being drawn, and then it would be me just like holding a book like this and reading and drawing at the same time, and then there would be another shot of just like me holding a dumbbell and doing squats and drawing at the same time. It will be insane. Might not join for a bit while you grind boxes. Damn. The boxes are this detrimental to the engagement with the streams. Insane. Glossing over the grind. Honestly, fair enough. The grind part is never interesting. It is never fun. So yeah, do your thing. Do your time. Okay, let me put my notebooks here, and yeah. Alright, I guess thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Take care now. Bye bye.